I started in Clint's company in 1975 on The Outlaw Josie Wells as an assistant editor. I worked with Ferris Webster throughout that film, and during the post-editing of it up in Carmel, Clint's and my relationship started to come together. I never met him before we started shooting the film, so I met him at the end in the post-editing area. And at the end of that film, we came back to Los Angeles to do all our work, our final work. I did all the post-editing with Clint by myself because Ferris had gotten sick and gone to the hospital, and I did all the actual final editing of the film. And during that process, his relationship with me grew very close, and he liked me, liked my work, and he realized I could brought something to his company that he hadn't had in that area as an assistant. And on the next picture, which we started in 1976, which was The Enforcer, I was made co-editor. And from that point on, almost all the films that Clint has done, I've been co-editor, editor since then. You know, it's amazing because Dirty Harry, I saw one of them the other night on television, and I think it has to do with Clint, his persona on screen. I think the audience really has followed his career from when he started way back in some of his early shows before he even got to Rawhide. And then we got to what they call the spaghetti westerns, the great three westerns were done in Italy. His character just came along, and we, the society, kind of grew along with him. And he brought something every time so real. And that's what he does in a film. He tries to make his films as if they were really happening and was about real people in real life rather than some far-fetched thing that, we might fantasize about how good it might be, but the truth is we're never going to achieve that or see that because it's out of reality. And his films are about reality. When I started working on The Enforcer, I could see that Clint playing Harry Callahan, and I'd seen the two previous shows, Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. He brought, I think at that time in life, when you go back to that period in the 70s, he brought the evolution of the police officer in a different direction. Society changed, but he was this officer that was not anti-establishment, but realized that what I believe the criminal, the way society was going, having more rights than the person that was hurt, or we started to get away from it back in the 70s. It seemed like justice wanted to go that think about the rights of the felon and not the rights of the victim. And his character, I thought, really set that up and brought that forth. That I think the public really enjoyed that. Maybe the politicians didn't, and maybe some part of society didn't like that. But the truth was, he brought to the public, and that's why they rallied around it, an officer who was about the truth.